Hello and welcome back to all the new listeners and my lovely subscribers to College Conundrums with Allison Crane. That's me, the series where we're all going to explore some different topics going around college campuses nowadays, especially some of the more interesting ones. Today we're going to cover exploring short-form video media addictions, such as TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and similar social media platforms, specifically how they affect college students' grades and their professors' well-being as they try to teach all of these students with addictions. So, if any professors are watching my video, make sure to keep both your eyes and your ears open for all of the tips and tricks that I'm going to introduce later into the video. And always, make sure we watch to the end. After all, this is going to be a really interesting video today, and I hope you all really enjoy it. As always, like and subscribe to get similar content on College Conundrums and any new series that we're going to introduce further on in the future. So, let's get back to the scheduled program. First and foremost, we need to think, what is short-form video media addiction and how does it affect students' grades? Short-form video media is known as the kind of media that is often around 15 to 30 seconds long, with catchy sounds and trending music. This can be addictive when new videos are watched repetitively. Addiction happens because the addicted individual's brain gets addicted to the quick dopamine provided by the constant influx of stimulus. Addictions like this occur more often to younger people, such as college students. It's even been reported by an Intelligent.com article titled, "One-third of college students say that the TikTok ban will negatively impact their grades," which is pretty incorrect. That college students spend about 3 to 5 hours a day on TikTok on average. Let's think for a moment. 3 to 5 hours a day. How many hours a year is that? Because it really might not seem like too much at first. But that is 1,095 to 1,825 hours a year. These numbers are rather large. So to put this in perspective, that is about 46 to 70 days spent scrolling on short-form video media. All of this is time lost from studying, seeing friends, focusing, and doing something productive and healthy for a college student. Along with this, there's Yan and their college study titled "Mobile Short-Form Video Use Negatively Impacts Attention Functions." Their study was founded on the many correlations between short-form video media addiction and a shortened attention span. Specifically, what was causing this correlation? It was found that the correlation is because when an individual has an addiction to short-form video media, it shortens their attention span by quite literally changing the part of their brain that controls self-control, which is a subsection of the prefrontal cortex. It is very easy to think that if this addiction can affect an individual's brain structure, then it can definitely have quite the impact on a college student's grades. So, yes, a short-form video media addiction negatively impacts college students' grades and productivity, which is a problem in of itself. But today, the focus is on professors. So why does this negative impact matter to a professor? For this, we can reference the previously mentioned study. Let's just think, if a student can't focus on their schoolwork or on the things that they need to do, imagine how they would behave in a lecture. It's likely that these students are on their phones, scrolling through this media, and they are not paying attention to the lecture or its content whatsoever. This behavior is honestly incredibly stressful for professors. It's often forgotten that at the end of the day, professors are teachers, and they care about their students learning by being in their class. So, when students don't care about the fact that they're being taught, it's incredibly demoralizing to the professors that are doing their best to teach these students. That's just depressing. So, imagine if your professor, imagine you're stressing yourself out trying to get all of the grades that are being submitted graded to their fullest extent with feedback for each student. You have at least 90, if not a few hundred students you are trying to grade. Then let's say 50 of them submit something late. It's seen in G and their colleagues' 2023 article titled "The Effect of Short-Form Video Addiction on Undergraduates' Academic Procrastination," which was a study based on highly authenticated surveys. The results of said surveys were that students with an addiction to short-form video media are more likely to struggle with procrastination. This not only affects that students' grades, but often their professors that already stressed grading the assignments that were submitted on time. Professors are known to be caring individuals, a lot of them aged where their students may even be similar ages to their kids. And because of that, they try and give their students a chance, which can mean giving extensions to them when they're able to. But at the end of the day, this does take a very large toll on a professor and can damage their work-life balance. As we can see, this is a huge problem. So what exactly can be done to help these professors change their teaching styles to help themselves and their students? Firstly, the use of short-form video media should be clearly stated to be prohibited in classrooms, as well as an explanation as to why to the students. Additionally, the Campanelle, which is a student-run article making it even more applicable to the current topic, has an article on how short-form video media addictions have impacted students, titled Short-Form Content Popularity Suspected to Dramatically Lower Attention Span in Classrooms. In this article, there's a section where different teachers are interviewed and asked how they deal with teaching students with ever-shortening attention spans. One of the more popular recommendations by teachers were STEM toys. STEM toys are objects students use to fidget with so they can have something to do with their hands while they're doing something like watching a lecture. This would be especially helpful in regard to managing short-form video addictions, considering that scrolling is a repetitive hand behavior. So this substitutes that with a similar behavior that is helping students focus on learning. Along with STEM toys, it was suggested to have more engaging activities in the classroom. It's true that questions are often being asked in college classroom settings, but they aren't really being answered. One way to address this problem would be to put an emphasis on the first few weeks of the semester to create a more social classroom environment where people are comfortable talking. So instead of going straight into academic work where there isn't really a period where the professor and students are able to get to know each other, there could be more team building activities that force students to get out of their comfort zone so they're more comfortable engaging in future lessons. Doing this will help students engage more, and when this happens, they will get less distracted in lessons. This results in a more positive learning and teaching experience for everyone involved. Obviously, there's a far way to go, and there's a lot of research to be done as to how to help. But doing these things should help professors and students be able to learn and teach in the environment where they're supposed to be able to. This addiction to short-form media is a huge threat to not just college students, but also to the diligent professors that teach them. Because of this, we must do our best to block the use of this media where we can in collegiate settings. More importantly, we need to restructure our teaching and in classrooms to bring back student attention and engagement in lessons. As always, thank you for listening, and remember to come back next week for more college conundrums. Next time, we're going to be covering what's going on with all of this cross-contamination in dining halls. And these are my sources.